we live? Are we live? Hello, hello. Good morning, everybody. It's 0500. What's the O stand for? Oh my God, it's early. No, it's not. It's typical time for most of us. Saw one person waiting in the chat. Figured I'd start it up. We're only a couple minutes early, but yeah. Good morning, everybody. Got a little this. This is not looking professional today, but we'll give it a go anyhow. We was doing videos and all that fun stuff, like YouTubing it up full time, hardcore. It's more like a mad scientist lab in here now. But yeah, good morning, guys. We'll give the live a couple minutes to fill up. Get this a little bit more where it's supposed to be. Nick Martino, good morning, brother. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, we have got a mess going on here, don't we? We'll start organizing it while we get the live going. We'll just take this out of the way. Dude, there's nothing there. We'll get it going. Don't worry. How you doing this morning, Nick? Hopefully another day in paradise over in your neck of the woods. We're having a great day here. This is Bushcraft and I just had coffee together. Morning coffee. She's off to the workplace. She is doing well. Oh man, things are going well today, man. I guess it was a little bit wonky overnight, man. The numbers were up and down, man. I think it was like up 15 subscribers, down 15 subscribers. I figure I said something that somebody got their panties in a bunch over it, but hey, I'm over it already, so it is what it is. Yeah. You're doing good, Nick. Yeah, I got the coffee going, man. I'm on my second cup of the bean water. Rocking out the FOBOS knives coffee cups, man. Why? Because we love FOBOS knives. Or at least I do, and that's the part that matters most to me. But yeah, man. We're doing good. Yeah, I don't know, man. You know how it goes, man. I'm not exactly known as being Mr. Poetic, so I could have said something. Maybe it was a reference to the Kool-Aid colored hair peoples, or the septum ring theory, and they're like, oh no, you can't even read. So, but I'm okay with it, man. It really doesn't bother me. There's a lot of awesome people on this channel now. That's the part that matters to me. If we lose a couple subscribers, we now, people with no sense of humor or no realistic outlook on what's going on, then so be it, man. It is what it is. But the rest of us are having a good time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, get over it, man. Exactly, Nick. Yeah, it's hey, what can you do though, Just laugh a little and just move on. That's where I'm at. But hey, it's not all that bad, man. We're still up like 28 subscribers for the day. So whatever. I mean, it could have been like 43, or it doesn't matter. We're still rocking it. In fact, is it after 5 yet? Yeah, let's see let's see how we're doing. I'm pretty sure, like, depending on what's going on and everything. Yeah. YouTube reset the numbers, man. Your hard at work is paid off. Publishing more helped your channel get 640%. Yeah, 644% more views than usual. We're up 210,800 views. 1.3 thousand watch hours, 373 subscribers, man. So yeah, we're making progress. We're making huge progress, man, and it's absolutely awesome, dude. Grady, what's up? How you doing? Good morning. Rugged Northeast, good morning. Hey, yeah, guys. We'll just, quick announcement here. Rugged Northeast is doing a live 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time today. I think it was ice fishing. Are you going ice fishing? I'm not sure. I forgot, man. It's been a long night. I did a whole bunch of research, and man, I'm not doing any more research. I was trying to, looking into the, how to make your YouTube channel better, and there, for 2026, it's impossible for a small channel to grow. Blah blah blah. Watch another video, and 2026 is the best year for a small channel to grow. Just be you. People are fed up with the AI. This is the best opportunity ever to make a YouTube channel. And then the next video is just 180 contradicting itself again. So, After a few hours of research, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm just gonna do whatever the hell I want. And yeah, I learned the hard way that adhering to a schedule for like 13, 14 months straight was not beneficial. In fact, I've had more growth in the past like 2.5 weeks as a channel than I did in the past in a year. Just about. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm just gonna post whatever I feel like. It sometimes it's a little bit goofy. In the head it's a lot better than it comes out on video. But I mean, hell, if 5,000 people are gonna watch it, then so be it. Um, we'll get better. We'll improve in time. I'm not really trying to though. I where that's right. Ice. Yeah, yeah. A lot of us love ice fishing, man. Um, oh man, growing up, I played hockey, right? And so a bunch of my friends, we always got together and would go ice fishing and play hockey. And growing up as kids, we're being hockey players, we could all skate well. Every time the flag would pop up, it was like a race to the flag. First one there got to pull the fish, and there was hooking and cross checking and regular checking, and yeah, that's why our fathers are like, if you're going ice fishing, bring your helmets and your gloves and stuff. Um, and what's my favorite? I don't have a favorite instrument, man. I don't. What are you talking about? Instrument like musical instrument, or I don't know. That's off topic. Um, yeah. So anyhow, so growing up, yeah, we were always on the skates racing to catch the next fish, and then later on in high school when we started driving, we'd go do our own fishing. But we discovered the 420 thing. And so instead of getting up and fighting over who's gonna be the next one to get the fish, we sat around a fire on lawn chairs, being like, "Dude, I got the last one, man. It's your turn to go. Like, come on, dude, go get it before they run the line completely out or it gets tangled or something." So yeah, boring little ice fishing story there. How things change between hockey playing growing up and enjoying a little smoke while you're out there ice fishing. I don't play any musical instruments. This is a bushcraft channel. What are you thinking, man? I don't play any instruments. I'm sure you do though. You're probably part of the band or something, which was being a band in the band was really geeky until American Pie came out, and then all of a sudden everybody wanted to be in the band. But yeah, I don't play any instrument, man. This isn't any. Yeah, take that someplace else. Where this is a bushcraft channel. We talk about other stuff, but yeah, we got nothing to do with musical instruments. I mean, maybe some people here. I don't know. Whatever. I've got nothing of value to contribute to that conversation. But yeah, I'm guessing it's a tool. Axel, more about this channel. Let's see. Yeah, join February 13th, 2026. Yeah, I should have known better. Axel, do something to change your life, man. Get some help. Talk to a friend. If you don't, man, this is why a girl's never gonna touch you in your special spot. But yeah, dude, you've officially been banned. See ya. So yeah, where was we? Ice fishing. Yeah, that probably wasn't the best story ever, but hey, here we are. Yeah, I'm starting to wonder about that one too. Let's check that out. He's been in here for a while. I don't know. But anyhow, the trolls are up early this morning. Oh, Connecticut. Yeah, the only place I've really been in Connecticut was yeah, Hartford. There's one other man. There's one drop zone I went there. I have no clue where it is. Um, yeah, we flew there from Collegeville, Pennsylvania. Um, Danielson, Connecticut is where the drop zone was, and I worked there for like a week. And that was it. That's the only. Yeah, but I've jumped in Connecticut as well. Good time. Actually, I worked the whole time, but hey, man, when work's a good time, there's nothing wrong with that, right, guys? So, oh yeah, we were setting up. It is officially Phobos Friday. Everybody carrying their Phobos knife. Oh yeah, yeah. That's cool. Are you familiar with it there, Rugged? Yeah, did you hear about the massive 1 billion gallons of sewage spilled in Maryland? Nope, nope, didn't hear about that one at all. No, that's nasty. But yeah, I know there's some stuff going on in it's I guess you could call it kind of Tokari, South Korea, man. Camp Hovey, man, our buddy Joseph over there. It's crazy, man, because the same thing happened like 30 years ago when I was there. Yeah, like the water got contaminated from runoff from the motor pool, all this other stuff. And yeah, now it's like, wow, dude. Literally 94, 95, I was dealing with that. And now like 2025, 2026, basically they're dealing with the same stuff, man. Oh, cool, cool. You've worked around there. That's cool. Nice area from altitude though. Nice view. No complaints about it. It was a good time. I guess the pilot that was there, had a really bad landing and put the plane out of commission. So we had a spare plane, but they had already let some of their staff go because they weren't able to fix it in time. So they let some of their staff go, and the people left over still needed to make money. So we had a spare plane in Collegeville, so we flew up to Danielson, Connecticut, and yeah, let them get some work in, and I got some work in. It was a good time. They got Camp Lejeune. No kidding, right? Absolutely, that's what happened. Yeah, man, that's a crazy story too. The Camp Lejeune, the water contamination down there, absolutely insane. So I haven't decided which Phobos knife I'm carrying yet today. Man, I'm never taking clean water. No, man, I never take clean water for granted. I've drank some bad water on a few occasions in life, and there was a couple times I got really lucky drinking green water. Just right out the river, right out the creek or something. But it was up on Mount Washington, or actually it was Mount Adams. I did that. I was like seriously dehydrated in a bad way. I didn't bring enough water with me. I didn't bother bringing a filter, thinking I had enough water with me. And yeah, I ended up in a mountainside creek just chugging. Yeah, I cameled up and drank as much water as I could. Filled up my Nalgene bottle and just kept drinking the rest of the way to finish it off. I was doing the airline trail on Mount Adams. It's 4.2 miles each way, so only 8.4 miles, but 4,500 feet of vertical gain, and I was trail running it. Um, and yeah, I was trying to like just for fun, just to abuse myself because there was nothing else to do. So yeah, I was getting like sub 3 hours round trip car to car, and yeah, I just misjudged it, and then bad weather, hot weather, and yeah, next thing you know, I'm like getting like cramps and everything. So yeah, man, I chugged a bunch of green water, got lucky. That was one of the I probably drank like nearly a gallon of water in no time between what I drank there and what I brought with me. And then, yeah, I stopped at this little Chinese food buffet. And yeah, that was a good time. Yeah, it was a nice little Chinese food buffet in Gorham, New Hampshire. Just right off of oh, what is it? I think it's Route 16. That sounds absolutely terrible, Ben. Yeah, they announced a 72-inch sewage pipe rupture since mid-January, spilling into the Potomac. That's nasty. Oh yeah, we could have done. Oh wow. Um, Anything to make the world go round, though, right? So now would be a really bad time to try to land a plane in the Potomac. B&A, good morning, good morning. We're just getting going, man. We got nothing for you guys to look at. But of course, we're rocking the Spider Co Sage 5 CF, and yeah, still working like a charm. Sharpity Sharp Sharp 2, keeping it stropped. Not sure, but it's considered the biggest wastewater spill in history. Yeah, that is nasty. Yeah, B&A's a longtime channel member here, guys. So everybody say hello to our friend B&A, a brand new American. How's it going, man? Yeah, Gorham is nice. Been four wheeling up there in Jericho. Oh, the Jericho Lake area. Yeah, before there was a prison there, man, I used to go out and do a lot of overlanding in that area. Yeah, that's when I had my Tacoma pickup and I was overlanding and yeah, in between everything else I was doing. Yeah, I don't, man. Yeah, that's a catch 20. It's. I guess you could say in a way it's probably more biodegradable than an oil spill. But I think the oil spill might actually be gentler on the nose. I don't know. I'm not a. I don't know. But yeah, B&A, how you doing this morning? You got today off, or you heading out? What's your plans, man? Not that you're obligated to tell us, but it is what it is, guys. Let's yes, it's Phobos Friday. Everybody's got their Phobos knife, right? If not, you need to get yourself one. Hey, what would you guys carry today? Tier 1 mini or the calcula? I'll let you guys pick. This will be an interactive live. Isn't that part of the fun of YouTube? So here we'll make a better room here. We've got the tier 1 mini in PVD and satin finish. Wow, man, I'm starting to be a knife geek. Um but Joseph, we were just talking about you. Hey brother, good morning, good morning. It's yeah, it's after 0500 now here. Or the calcula in PVD or satin finish. Um yeah, what's it gonna be today, guys? This is first world problems, man. I can't decide what knife to carry, so I'm leaving it up to you guys. Oh, finishing up the job today. Nice, nice. Rugged Northeast. I got my Benchmade Barrage that has been in my pocket for 12 years. Dude, that's awesome, man. I totally respect that. Like, hey, man, everybody's got their own game going on, but yeah, I'm more, believe it or not, I'm more of a minimalist. It's taken me the better part of 8 years to own more than one of something. Um, in fact, I've owned the same set of utensils for like 15 years, like eating utensils, my Sea to Summit set. But I was liking the Vargo stuff. So Mrs. Bushcraft, we were doing the Vargo order. We had a really generous donation to the channel, and I wanted to get something that was going to last forever. You know, nothing. You know, no exhaustibles, no expendables, nothing like that. And that's when I got the Vargo Parabottle. And yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft is the one that talked me into getting the utensil set and the chopsticks and the long handled spoon. All Vargo, all you know. It's definitely it's some bushcraft bling for sure. Yeah, Joe, the far left one, the tier 1 mini, the in PVD. Yeah, this is a sweet one. Yeah, this one right here, the tier 1 mini, got a little leather remnant on there. Yeah, that's anybody else going once, going twice, going three times. Joseph, channel member as well. So yeah, he had first say. I think we'll roll with that one. But damn, that's terrible. Regardless, um, see, yeah, it depends. Sometimes I like the longer handle. But this one, and yeah, quick disclaimer here. Um, I have like small, medium hands, like for for a dude. So the knife is actually it might be a bit smaller for some of you guys, but yeah, it fits my hand like perfect. So Bushcraft, have you ever tried the Ozarks? No, Ben, I haven't hit up the Ozarks. I've done a lot, but not the Ozarks. I've hit the Adirondacks, the Presidentials, all kinds of stuff along the Appalachian Trail, the Appalachian Mountains. But yeah, I haven't hit the Ozarks. Thicker scale wise, or well, these two are the same exact knife. Well, wow. I got some band-aids, don't worry. These two are the same exact knife. The only difference between the two, satin finish versus PVD. And then yeah, yeah, the same thing with these two. Um, which is the calcul. I know, right? First world problems. Yeah, I waited for like well over a year to get one of these. I just didn't have the money for it. And then Mrs. Bushcraft and the kids got me this one for Christmas. And then like oh, it was like a month, 2 months later maybe. Eric Hansen sent me this one, which was his EDC one. So now I've got two. Yeah, so satin finish versus PVD and double micarta, double black micarta on this one and carbon fiber here. But yeah, this is I like these as well. I like the carbon fiber scales. I'm gonna end up getting more carbon fiber scales. Yeah, the PVD finish is great. It holds up really well too. PVD is supposed to be a smidge better than DLC, and yeah, I've had great luck with the DLC and the PVD. But yeah, we'll rock. I'm gonna do the Kydex though. To be honest, I'm not in the mood for leather today. So we're whoops, not the trainer. We want the sheath, man. Yeah, so we'll do it up like this. And yeah, kapow. It's a beauty, eh? Um no, I haven't hunted in a whole bunch of years, a lot because of skydiving. And then it just got dangerous. I don't own private property, so unless I had like a bunch of acres to go hunting on, it's just gotten so stupid. Um Oh yeah, yeah, Joseph. I got little man hands too. I call it Sally McSally hands. You know, it's horrible. But it actually it made me really like not good at rock climbing, but I was able to climb more difficult climbs in rock climbing in general, especially in climbing cracks, because people had those big fat mitts, so they could only work into the crack a little bit, but I got like tiny little hands, so I could get in there and get a solid grip. Um, So yeah, places where people were like getting a two-finger jam, I could get it like a four-finger jam or a hand jam in there. So there's perks to it. Plus, it makes you a more powerful puncher. If you got big hands, that power is getting distributed over a larger cubic inch area. So smaller hands, more impact on the punch. That sounds great. I don't know how much science is actually behind it, but it sounds logical. Oh, bean water is on me. Yeah, I've been hitting the bean water since 4 a.m. Yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft got up at 4. She got ready for work real quick. And then, yeah, we had our cup of coffee, had a morning social. And she's like, you better get some sleep today. And I'm like, whatever. Um, and then, yeah, she headed off to work. And, yeah, I started the live. My son has bigger hands than me. Yeah, yeah, Joseph, and he's only 10, right? Um, Gonz EDC, good morning, my man. It is good to see you early morning. How is your day going, brother? Always a pleasure. How goes it with you? All right, so we're gonna get rid of the stuff we're not carrying. That makes sense, right? Dude, I've got a complete mess going on. Not really. Actually, it's the opposite. I put everything away. I had such a mess going on. I'm like, this is unacceptable. I gotta square this away, and not like planning ahead 2 hours even. So I put stuff away, and then it's like, oh no, yeah, the only thing I had left out was I had my chest rig because I had done a quick short on that, on putting the Outback Gomboy 240 chest rig carry. So sitting at work, on or off the clock, Gons. If you're on the clock, man, right on, brother. Um, yeah, sleep when I'm dead. Exactly, Nick. Yeah, when my time here is done, I'll be taking a permanent dirt nap. So enjoy what time you have. But also, I'm not sure ASI don't chase knives with PVD. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm trying to crank them out. I'm gonna start focusing more on quality over quantity, though. I most definitely have to do that. But yeah, I'm not exactly Mr. Tech savvy, dude. I'm okay with it though. But yeah, guys, hey, if you weren't in here earlier, all this additional posting and everything, yeah, channel's up 644% more views than usual. That's since yeah, January 24th. Since January 24th, 644% more viewers than usual. Yeah, we're up a total of 210.8 thousand views now, 1.3 thousand watch hours, and we're up 373 subscribers. Usually, dude, we were getting like 32 or 38 a month for like most of like half of last year. So yeah, like 373 subscribers. That's just amazing. Um, but yeah, AFF was my first jump. Wow. Tim, you AFF. Well, you didn't do a tandem. Not everybody has to do a tandem. I didn't do a tandem first, which is funny. I didn't do my first tandem skydive until I had like 700 and something jumps, and yeah, it was coming back to work in the spring, and a lot of tandem instructors weren't current, and so you had to jump with somebody with a D license or above. That's standard operating procedures. So yeah, I got duped into doing tandems. I had my D license, I had 700 jumps, and they're like, dude, you mind doing some tandems with us? So I did a bunch of tandems to help the tandem instructors get recurrent back in the day. That's when I did my first tandem. But yeah, Tim, do you still jump or did you recently do your first jump? Oh yeah, thanks guys. Thanks guys. Yeah, we've been smashing it. It's been yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft is like she's like, dude, you got to get some sleep. Cuz they say like even after you post a short, you should pay attention for like 3 to 4 hours, answer the comments. It has a major effect on how the video's put out and everything. But when you're posting like every 4 hours, then you're just kind of like almost nonstop. I'll take like a 45-minute nap or something here or there. But yeah, Gons, thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the Jules, brother. Definitely appreciate it. We're getting there slowly but surely. I'm not sure with Smith and Wesson Magnum 44. Not that's kind of random, but yeah, hey, yeah, man, we love that too. That's the Dirty Harry gun, right? Isn't that if I'm not mistaken? Just getting caught up on the comments here, guys, making sure I didn't miss anything. Boy, I just got a Kimber. Oh, nice. Yeah, Kimber's some nice stuff. I might have to start adding yeah, I might do something with that down the road. I'm outdated, man. Yeah, everything's still fully functional, but I've got a lot of outdated. You can tell I'm a '90s dude for sure when it comes to the pew pews. Um, yeah, do you feel lucky, punk? Um, I wish I could leave a comment on a short that doesn't have any comments, but it doesn't let me. No, that was years ago. I did 2 jumps. I was satisfied. Oh my god, dude. 2 jumps isn't even foreplay for me. Sorry, dude. That's I'm not even getting warmed up yet. That's yeah, 2 jumps is just yeah, it's letting the air knock off the hangover. Um Me either, Nick, yeah. Yeah, I don't know, and I don't get a lot of comments on the shorts. I gotta figure out even yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. I gotta work on that somehow. I don't know. I'm not I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. I'm not. If I overthink it, then it'll just come out stupid, like already dumber than some of these are. Like there was one I was doing. I was like, I did it like 4 times, and I watched it, and I deleted it like yeah, like 4 or 5 times. And I'm like, man, if I keep doing this, I'm never gonna post it. So I'm like, and now my strategy is I just do the video and upload it. I don't even watch it. I'm like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm keeping it real. I'm not gonna turn into some YouTube bot or something where I'm just like yapping yapping for the algorithm. Um, yeah, only way I'm jumping on a plane would be if I was pushed. Hey, Gons, man, we can do that, man. I can accommodate that at no additional fee, brother. Not a problem. I got no problems doing that. Uh yeah, I don't know. YouTube's been acting all sorts of wonky. We had problems. Mark from ATO, one of the slingshot guys. He was in here the other day, and they weren't letting him comment in the live. Like half of his comments weren't going through, and then I've had issues with uploads with dates. Like I'll upload it on the 10th, and it'll say I uploaded it on the 11th, or something like that. Yeah. Oh, no worries, Nick. Yeah, I know you are always putting in an honest effort, man. I definitely appreciate it a lot. Um, yeah, Joseph, I'd love to jump, man. Hey, well, we can arrange that, dude. I still know some people. Yeah, you two sub me from like 15 channels because I don't interact. Yeah, yeah. Last night YouTube unsubbed like 15 people from my channel. It was like between 10 and 15. It was hard to keep track because it's going up. It would go up from like, like the end numbers were like oh, where's it? It was like 26 or something. And then it went down to like 21, and then it went up to 25, then back down to 21. Then it went up to like 27, and then back down to 22. All over the course of like an hour and a half or so. Yeah, just completely weird. And they've unsubbed me from a few channels as well. So yeah, I'm trying to keep track of everything. In fact, yeah, I had to check Rugged Northeast. He was in here, and I'm like, um, yeah, I was still subscribed, so that was good. But I check now whenever. Yeah, I try to stay subscribed to everybody. What's the weather like? It's New Hampshire, man. It's currently cold. Um, it is currently wow, it's a scorcher today. Actually, I'm a liar. It's a toasty warm shorts and weather, shorts and t-shirt weather, 16 degrees Fahrenheit. Like that's almost mind-boggling. It won't last long. Oh, it will. I guess. Wow. Hey, Tuesday it's going to be up to 48 degrees in February. Yeah, something's broken, man. I guess they got hard working overtime. 23 degrees in East Tennessee. Yeah, I got to get down to Tennessee, man. Two places I want to go down there. Number one, of course, Phobos Knives is in Tennessee, and Full Tang Tactical is in Tennessee as well. So yeah, I got to make it down that way. Like it's weird. I used to travel half the country twice a year. Um, yeah, now I leave my area like I leave a 30-mile radius like once or twice a year. Yeah, rugged 19 degrees here today, better than last week. Yeah. We had a few like man, probably a solid 3 weeks of nothing but it was like negative. I think the high was like 5 degrees and we were around like in the negatives for most of it. I would have loved to do the required 10 jumps, but it didn't happen. Tim, what year was that? AFF is 7 jumps. And then after that, back in the day when I first started, it was level eights, but then they turned it to coach jumps. But you need 25. Well, it used to be 20 jumps to get your A license. Then they bumped it up to like 25. But it was 200 for a D license, and they bumped that up to 500. So yeah, and that's assuming you pass the jumps. If you fail a jump, then you get to do it all over. Like that's one of the times it's kind of fun to fail. Like if you fail the jump, you have to do it over again. It's like, well, as long as you're still letting me jump, it's cool. But I only travel for training anymore. Yeah. I'm in New Hampshire. Um, yeah, there's a lot I don't interact with. I wonder if they unsub me. Yeah, it's weird the way YouTube does that, unsubbing a lot of people, and yeah, it's weird. Yeah, Nick, a funny thing, none of our offices aren't sick. Oh, you think Joseph, you think they're in on the psyop? Dude, that's way too strange. You got to wonder, does it happen every year and it's just coincidence that we talked about it? Like, cuz the same exact thing happened back in 94, 95, and now it's happening in 2026. Yeah, do they do it every year? Yeah, that was way back in California. Yeah, it doesn't matter what state you're in for the most part. Yeah, skydiving is mostly self-governed by the USPA, the United States Parachute Association. In fact, they're the ones that make the recommendations to the FAA on what the regulations are going to be. Um, Nick, a funny thing, yeah, I asked the same thing. Yeah, dude, it's a little too fishy, man. And yeah, dude, it's wild. It's really wild. Yeah, Mrs. B and I have talked about it a few times since then because yeah, she's equally as flabbergasted by it. She's like, "No way, what are the odds?" And it's great, man. It's awesome having you in the live too because yeah, I can give you some. Well, it's 30 years old, but there's some things you had to be there to know, you know. So yeah, a little validation is always sweet. I have a range in like 2 weeks. Oh yeah, yeah, of course. Don't worry about it, right? Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, that's what they told the guys in Desert Storm and Desert Shield and stuff. Yeah, don't worry about this stuff. You'll be fine. And then yeah, next thing you know, you got like the desert syndrome stuff going around. Oh yeah, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Everything's a okay, pal. Yeah, I don't think so. It's amazing how they do that, right? Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here. Another day in paradise. So do they still have everything shut down, or are you guys getting back to duty, back to work and everything? I guess I'll put the calculus away. We'll we'll do the EDC. This one goes here. Little ASMR for you guys, no extra charge. Um, yeah, the sleep deprivation is sitting in. I think everything I say is funny at this point. Let me let me know if I'm coming across as a complete tool. It does happen. I'm not above it. Um, yeah, we are on just a boiled water orders, Mister Funny Man. Yeah, Mister Funny Man, you chucklehead. Um, absolutely. Don't worry, guys. It'll be okay. Yeah, everything will be fine. Nothing to see. Move along. What could possibly go wrong? What else are we doing today? We got any of you guys uses one of these? The Exotech fire sleeve waterproof Bic lighter thingy. Yeah, handy dandy handy. I'll be fine. Just 2 weeks to flatten the curve. Oh yeah, 2 weeks to flatten the curve, man. Don't get B and A's get me all riled up already. Yeah, 2 weeks to flatten the curve turned into 2 years to flatten my life. Yeah, it's one of it works as advertised, man. I've had this one for a few years, and it keeps on working. And then Miss B got me for $5 more. Like, tell me they're not scamming you for every nickel they can get. You telling me it cost me $5 more to make the bottom half in OD versus black? Come on now, it's the same price. All the other ones, the glow in the dark one, the orange one, the black one, they're all the same price. But then it's like, oh, we have a limited edition OD because they know there's people like, oh yeah, OD in black, yeah, man, I'm totally down with that. So yeah, they charge like an extra $5 for it, limited edition. Yeah, they probably only had 500,000 of them made. It's real limited. Um, yeah, Carpenter, I tried that, but I always beat up my knees. I don't, only because I've learned you can't hurt a pick. Yeah, yeah, you really can't hurt a pick, but they do get wet, and then you got to wait for them to dry out and all that. I actually did run into a scenario. It was actually just south of Norfolk, Virginia, where I kind of like I'd overridden. I kind of like hit fatigue. I hit that like runner's wall, but I was cycling, so not really runner's wall. Like you just kind of bonked, and it was raining, and I'd like overextended myself, and I was the hypothermia was setting in, and yeah, I couldn't use the lighter at all. I was actually going to start a fire in the spot I was at. I didn't care. I'm like, they can come and arrest me. Like, I don't care. I'm not gonna like succumb to hypothermia. Nor do I want to pay like 12 grand for an ambulance. So I ended up, yeah, I set up my tent and everything, got in my tent and set up my sleeping bag, busted out a Mylar blanket and a bunch of hand warmers. Like, I took all the hand warmers I had, opened them up, put them in my sleeping bag, crawled in there, and yeah, woke up toasty warm the next morning. Yeah, I always tried to wear knee pads or a mat. Oh, Nick's, yeah, my knees are fine. Oddly enough, surprisingly, my knees are fine. I've got great knees still. It's the hip that's sounding like an old man. Yeah, my hip's blown, man. It was it was a couple of less than desirable landings. Actually, it was one very specific less than desirable landing. But hey, it is what it is. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, right? Stupidity should be painful. My knees are fine. It's my brain cells that are hurt. Yeah, nothing beats kneeling down the kneecap on a nail head or a screw on a concrete floor. Yeah, that's my advice to that BNA would be don't do that. Like dude, I even started wearing like tactical pants at work. The ones that take the knee pads. Yeah, cuz I was always on the floor doing packing parachutes and everything. So, yeah, I started wearing like the 511 strike pants. Or like for a while I was using the back in the day they had like these proper battle rip ones, and I would redo the knees with thousand denier Cadora, like bringing the rigging loft. Man, what a perk to have. Yeah, ow. Yeah, that's yeah, don't do that, Pat. That's bad. If you're thinking about it, give me a call. I'll talk you down. Yeah, no kneeling on on nails or screws, dude. Um, I love doing hardwood floors. Like the full on ones, or are you doing like the floating floors? I did some of those. Those are kind of fun. They're like the ones that like click in, dude. Like, oh man, that's how I knew the guy I was working for was completely wasted. He showed me the most complicated way to install those, and he's got these like they're like these 90-degree edge things that you put over the floor, over the piece, and then he's got you hammering away with a sledgehammer, and then you got to put it on the other side and hammer. It's like tongue and groove. And so the dude he was hardcore into the booger sugar, right? So he's gone for like, he's like, oh, I gotta go run. I'm just gonna get a beverage or something. I'm like, whatever, dude. He's like, just keep working. Don't stop just because I'm gone. I stopped long enough to read the side of the box and the instructions. And yeah, well, he was there for like 4 hours. We got like the room was like 22. It's a huge room. It's like 22 foot wide by, I don't know, like maybe 30 or something like that. It was huge. But we had only gotten like 4 feet of it done over the course of like 4 hours. He was gone for like an hour and a half, and it took me like 5 minutes to read the directions. And then it's like, yeah, snap, click, snap, click, snap, click. Like, oh, the whole thing went together. Guy was an absolute moron. Um, yeah, well, that's because people are lazy and don't clean up after themselves. Yeah, yeah, the tongue and groove floating floor things. But here's this guy who's telling me he's like master floor installer, because like yeah, that was when I found like I couldn't find any work in skydiving because of the Chinese aids. And so I started looking for other work, and it was like the first job I could get. I don't care, I'm not above anything. I'll take the trash out. I don't care. Like you got to work, you got to bring money into the house. So yeah, I started working for this guy who boasted about how great he was. He was the best flooring installer ever in the whole 9 yards. But Yeah, man, that was just the booze and the booger sugar talking. And yeah, man, the dude was like robbing people too. Like we couldn't go do a floor in a house, like install a carpet or a floating floor or something without the dude raiding the fridge. And then he'd get mad if like the homeowners were there because he couldn't raid the fridge. He'd actually have to go to the store. I'm like, dude, dude had more issues than Playboy. You know what I mean? Um, I'm stupid. Thought you worked with carpet. Oh, come on. I'm sure Nick's worked with a little bit of carpet over the years, but yeah, I'm not gonna say that. I'll get in trouble. I was gonna be like, I'm sure Nick's done his fair share of carpet munching, but then like YouTube's gonna be like, no, you can't say that, and there goes all my views, and so I'm not gonna say it. Um, I would call you a Finnish carpenter even if you lived in Finland. I used to say that to the shitty ones. Did y'all hear about that biolab they found in Cali? Oh no, biolab in Cali. What's up with that? Um, yeah, a bunch of chuckleheads this morning. You know I'm gonna say something stupid this early in the morning. It's not even. I don't even know why I say this early in the morning. Like we're up this time every day. Like yeah, 4 o'clock, like clockwork. Sometimes like 3 o'clock, 3:30. If I crash out early at like 11 or something like that, yeah, I'm up at 2:30, 3 o'clock. If I go to bed at like midnight, then I'm up at like 3:30, 4 o'clock. I don't count the time between 3:30 and 4 o'clock. I don't function really until I've gotten going. But cabinets, all that, only ripping it out. Never installed it. Oh, hey, yeah. Speaking of carpentry and stuff, B&A, did you try out that silky man? The medium teeth on that? You can kind of do. I mean, it's not finished carpentry, but it cuts a pretty clean edge, man. You do coffered ceilings, bro. I don't even know what a coffered ceiling is. Um, yeah. Is that like a pan ceiling or something, or what? I don't know what it is. I don't. That's in fact, that might even be the first time I've heard that. I should show you some of my past jobs I've done. Yeah, sweet, sweet. Yeah, that's great for like dried cured woods and stuff like that. It's awesome. I've got the big boy version of it too, and then I got Mrs. B has her own silky saw. She's actually used it too. This is this is Mrs. B silky, and I think this is extra fine. Yeah, I think this is considered an extra fine. It's 26 teeth per inch. But yeah, along the driveway there's a bunch of like trees and bushes and stuff. And she came in like the bush is scraping my car again. And so I'm like, you got a saw, go, trim the pieces. If it's rubbing on your car, just trim the pieces. So she went out there like a champ with her silky saw. I was so proud of her. It was one of those moments, like when Cannon took out his first troll. So I was so proud. Um, yeah, there was a biolab they found in Cal that was connected to the CCP with different kinds of biological unnamed stuff. That doesn't surprise me, man. That's why. Oh, that's how the battle on YouTube started for me. Was yeah, I like to support American products, and for some reason, there's a certain group of people that they'd rather support Dragon Country products. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense, you know? Like I've got a long family history of many people that have fought communism, and now we're financing it. Like that doesn't make any sense. But you've got a lot of people that are going down that road nowadays. For some reason they've changed it from like, the Marxist communist thing. It's got several different names, and it's become Marxism, socialism, and now it's like democratic socialism, and that's what they're pushing for. I've tried out butterfly knives or bella songs, but not my thing. I don't even own one. It's just yeah, I don't know. I'm more likely to buy some shuriken before I buy another butterfly knife. Or bella song is actually the but yeah, I noticed something about the Charlie Kirk shooter video they showed. Oh, what's that B&A? That's yeah, that's a whole other yeah, oh, that's a rabbit hole and a half to go down, like who's doing what and why. Yeah, and the guy that was connected to the lab was already arrested for the same thing in Cali, and that guy is connected to the CCP. Yeah. Yeah, they bought up even a bunch of stuff here in New Hampshire. They bought Daniel Webster College in Nashua, New Hampshire. It used to be an aviation college, and yeah, the Dragon Country people bought that. Also, they're running a water bottling plant in Nashua that runs off of the Nashua water supply. It's like, yeah, so they're already, if they just wanted to, yeah, they got a bio lab in one place, and they ship the chemicals to the bottling thing. They're also behind a lot of the 420 products in Maine. They found massive them doing massive grows and everything, and yeah, it's crazy. It's a full on invasion. I don't know why we're not able to do more about it. It's crazy. Yeah, the vid where the shooter jumps off the roof. Yeah, yeah, and he wasn't carrying anything, was he? He didn't jump off the roof with a full rifle down his pant leg. And then the other thing that's questionable is he left a screwdriver on the roof for the assembly and disassembly of the rifle. And they're saying he disassembled it to get off the roof, but he left a screwdriver on the roof. And then a short ways away, he reassembled it without the screwdriver and put it in a fancy little box and left it there. What are the odds? That's it. It's a very loud gun, even suppressed. Yeah, they certain it was a 30-06. Yeah, that's the other thing. Yeah, your human vertebrae don't stop at 30-06. Yeah, I don't think that's. Yeah, it's all crazy. Charlie Kirk security team. They all worked for Israel. Yeah, Joseph, I totally believe that, man. The lane to the tiny hat people is. They're not really our friends, are they? Stinks Minks, was this shot hard to hit in your no. In my opinion, no, no, man. Like you could teach somebody to make a shot like that in a weekend. I mean, unless they're well, I don't know, maybe not everybody nowadays because stupid is running rampant everywhere. But yeah, most people you could teach to make a shot. I mean, 140 yards is no big deal. Um, Caro Dottie, I used to deer hunt with a 30-06. Very, yeah, well, not only very loud, but very powerful. And if you used to hunt with a 30-06, look at what it did to like the body of a deer. Imagine what it would do to a human neck. And then all the dismissed stuff, like, people were saying, oh, it was fragments off of body armor, but then they're like, there was no body armor. And then somebody tried to say it was a rigged his the DJI mic or something was rigged, but yeah, it wasn't that either because there would have been blast residue and stuff all over the shirt or something. There's yeah, I think what they did is there's one true story, but they've thrown out so many potential facts or possibilities, or there's so much speculation out there along with assumptions, and of course there's a bunch of jailhouse lawyers and or jailhouse ballistic experts just throwing away all kinds of information. And it's gotten so confusing, like it's hard to keep track of. But yeah, I think his wife was definitely in on it. That's the more you learn about her, the more sketchy that is. Like, yeah. There's even. Did you hear the one? It's not even her kids or like rental kids or something. Um, yeah, crazy stuff. Was the Kennedy shooting impossible? I what I dude. I'm no expert, man. Like, yeah, was the Kennedy shooting impossible? Dude, I have an opinion just like anybody else. I don't think I don't think it's impossible. Yeah. Did it happen the way they said it did? Probably not. I mean, geez, if you want to understand things more, Look up Operation Northwoods. Kennedy did not approve that operation. Look up the Tuskegee experiments. Look up MK Ultra. Put together the fact that you know yeah, Charlie Manson, the Unabomber, who's the other one? Timothy McVeigh. All of them were part of the MK Ultra program, and then conveniently they all did bad stuff allegedly. So who knows what's really fact or fiction? I mean, look at what's going on with the tiny hat dude files. That's a whole other game. Um, yeah, common sense is a thing of the past. Yeah, common sense, and along with that is critical thinking. Like one's ability to process information and come up to their own conclusion is that's a thing of the past. Like not too many people have that skill set anymore. I think like Gen X is the last predominant like critical thinkers out there. Yeah, Kennedy shooter was trained snipper. Of course not. So yeah, just look at all the things that were once conspiracy theories and have proven to be fact, and then realize that it's that top like 0.1% working against everybody else, and the whole divide and conquer thing is they're working that angle time and a half. Um, Tupac is alive. Man, I think Epstein's still alive too. There's like evidence for that. Anything's possible. Um, yeah, it's crazy, man. I still don't have a flashlight out. I got to be one of the worst YouTubers on YouTube. Um, yeah, we'll get all who's carrying a flashlight today besides this guy. Anybody else? Daily flashlight carriers, EDC. Um, I think Lee Harvey did it, but was put up to do it. I don't think he did it. I think that's why they took him out before the trial and everything could happen. What about the grassy knoll? What about what's the name for that lady? She had the little scarf on. Oh, it was like some side Russian name or something like that. And then there's people that had footage of it that the footage has never been shown. I have a Coast test light in my bag. I want to know more about this lab in Cali. Yeah, Joseph. More intel on the lab in Cali. Um, yeah, look up the original video JFK getting shot. Well, and they showed up. There's a free on the left that's missing its lower half. Yeah. They just yeah, wasn't it a few months or last year? They released a lot of the footage and everything with the Kennedy thing, and yeah, definitely questionable. Yeah. Nick's needed to know about the man. Yeah, but the Dragon Country people. Well, there wasn't like huge amounts like other countries. But yeah, they there was like tens of thousands of Dragon Country people that came in here all at the same time, and they don't know where any of them are now. They busted. There was over 500 houses in Maine. That was all. It was all like Chinese grow operation and for transferring people around that they shouldn't. Transferring people against their will. I'm kind of trying to be careful on this one because yeah, YouTube's definitely going to spank me for this conversation if it gets out of line. But you guys know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's okay, folk. Your government, politicians, corporations, and the rich elite have your best interest in mind. Yeah. Ground Fog's 110% right. We're gonna stay busy with bread and circus and smoke and mirrors, and yeah, good times will be had by all. Yeah, Nick, the biolab had been there for a few years, and people were going in and out to clean it, and they all got sick. Yeah, they're just here to help. They want to make sure you have quality products at maximum price every 2 years. Um, Absolutely. How's everybody's coffee this morning? I got to get some more of the good stuff. Mrs. B, she kind of makes she's a weaker coffee drinker, and I'm quite the opposite. I gotta put in an order to. I'm gonna get some more blackout coffee. I think. Breakfast at Champions. Pat, when you're right, man. That is even the whole breakfast thing is a hoax. The whole food pyramid is flipped upside down. They were selling us stuff based on what they needed to sell and availability rather than what you should be eating to be healthy. Yeah, most of the bio stuff was unlabeled, and the CDC doesn't even know what was in there. Celsius this morning. Tom, ever been to a Wegmans? Wegmans grocery store? Yeah, yeah. I've been to a whole bunch of different grocery stores. I've been to Wegmans, Publix, Shaw's, Stop and Shop. The one I try to avoid is the the Wally World thing. I'm not a Wally World fan. Like I said, the only thing I legitimately get from Wally World, and it's because it's the only place you can get some decent stuff. I don't know why, but I get the clay ammo for the slingshot there. That's about it. Yeah, this is the only thing that I buy from the Walmart. Other than that, I don't go there. Yeah, I boycott Walmart. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, me too, B&A. But all the slingshot guys are like, if you're gonna shoot clay, like it's a fraction of the cost and 10 times better. It's like, really? Like, how's Walmart pulling this one off? And they're right, man. It's the straightest shooting clay shot for slingshots out there. Oh, speaking of which, man, I want to make sure I got that out. Yeah, here it is. Because some moron was in here like, oh, you got a slingshot, hurdy-burdy-gurdy. And I was like, dude, I'll put some steel shot in there and put one on. Crack your skull wide open with it, and we'll see. Oh, it's just a slingshot. Nice look up, please. Don't take my words for it. Yeah, Nick. Yeah. Amazon won't ship knives to New York. Really? Dude, that's when New York sucks, man. B&A, you tell me what you want, man. You ship it here. I'll ship it to you. I'm absolutely going to, Joe. Oh, I got you. I got you. Oh, Tim's taking off, man. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Yeah, I'm trying to keep up with all the comments and everything all at the same time. Sorry about that, man. Yeah, Tim, if you're still here, man, thanks for hanging out. We appreciate you being here. Yeah, New York. Yeah, New York does suck. Yeah, you gotta cross state lines to get yourself a pocket knife, but yeah, they let the crime run rampant in the Big Apple, don't they? Oh, what a dude! I won't even go there now. Um, yeah, they got yeah, the mayor there. They're doing the Hobby Baba song every morning. Like the irony is those are the people that said we're against people saying the Pledge of Allegiance because it says one nation under God and God shouldn't be involved in it. And but yet so we couldn't say the Pledge of Allegiance in our country in our schools. But they can play, Hobby Bada do whatever the hell it is they're saying, man. But knock it off, man. Stop imposing your goofy religion on me. Um, but the 2A hat is terrible. Yeah, it makes me want to move most of the time. We need constitutional carry. Yeah, man, I think yeah, the 2A, the constitutional carry, that should exist in every state regardless. Like no state should be able to override it for any reason whatsoever. Yeah, the only time that they should take firearms away from people is, from felons and stuff. If you've got a felony, and it's got to be like, it's got to be a felony where you are, violent or something like that. Like if you just did something stupid, like, I don't know, man, if you did some computer fraud or something, that shouldn't stop you from owning firearms. Maybe it should stop you from owning a computer. Like if you hacked into a bank and stole 50 grand, that's a felony or two. That shouldn't really stop you from owning a firearm. But if you have low impulse control and you violently attack random people for, no apparent reason or some insignificant reason, yeah, you should never again own a firearm for any reason. And I support a safety test. Like you should have to take a safety test in the firearm that you're going to be purchasing. Like a revolver works differently than an automatic pistol, right? or semi-auto, whatever. So like in skydiving, we like the tandem ratings. There's three major tandem companies, and because the systems vary from one to the other, you have to get your tandem rating through that manufacturer. So it's either the Jump Shack owned by Nancy LaRiviere, Strong Enterprises, which has the dual hawk. It used to be owned by Ted Strong. I don't know who owns it anymore. And the third one is UPT, United Parachute Technologies, owned by Bill Booth. But all three of the systems are different enough that you have to get specific training on that particular harness container system in order to jump with it. And I think they should do the same thing with firearms. Like, yeah, because I think a revolver operates completely differently. If you're going to get that, it's one rating, you know? If you want to operate a semi-auto pistol, it's another, you know? Like a bolt action is different than, yeah, you guys know what I'm saying, right? Yeah, Biolab found in Fresno County, just for a point of search. I don't. Any stipulation is tyranny. Fuck you, ATF. Yeah, there. Yeah, that's true as well. Ground fog. I'm just a safety orientated person, you know. Like I stopped going to indoor gun ranges because of the number of accidents that were happening. In Manchester, New Hampshire, we used to have this Wolf Range. And I used to go shooting there pretty frequently. But the number of shooting accidents that happened there. Also, man, what the baffling thing is the number of people that would they could rent a firearm and then unalive themselves. So if you didn't have the money to buy one, people would go rent one. I was friends with the owner of it, and he ended up selling just because, like, for that reason. He's like, dude, he goes, when I was getting into this business, I had no clue it was, things like this would happen. So yeah, he ended up selling the business. Guns are normalized. That's the purpose of the invention. Has been degraded throughout history, from the musket to blunderbuss to hunting rifle. But I need to bed down. It's 20:04 here. Good night, all right. Hey, Joseph, thanks for hanging out, man. Hopefully you start feeling better, and everybody else there as well, man. I'm wishing you guys a speedy recovery, and yeah, well, hopefully you'll be home soon. So yeah, man, thanks for hanging out. Have an awesome night. Get some sleep. Enjoy PT in the morning. Uh, later, brother. Yeah. Joseph is yeah, he's over in South Korea right now. So yeah, he's on a completely different time frame than the rest of us. Um yeah, I think ground fog is right though. Yeah, and any stipulation is technically tyranny. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I agree. It should definitely. I don't know. That's a slippery road to go down, but yeah, yeah, it's slippery. Cannon, good morning, brother. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Everybody say good morning, Mojo. How you doing? Um, oh, Gon's back to work, man. Thanks for hanging out, brother. Always a pleasure, dude. Take it easy out there. Have a good day at work. The best day you possibly can, at least, you know. Um, but yeah, thanks for hanging out, man. It's always good seeing you, man. Yeah, people think New York is bad. Try. Yeah, man. California is the only place I've ever been that when you oh, I got a camp spot at a state park, state run park. Like they're all over the place. But it was the only place I ever went where they had coin op showers. Like, dude, there's nothing like like a long hard day of doing stuff, and then yeah, you go in there to take a shower. Yeah, you get undressed, you jump in the shower, you go to turn the water on, and it's like you got to insert like 50 cents for the first minute, and it's like 25 cents a minute after that or something for like some lukewarm water. I was like, first and only place I've ever seen coin op showers. Um, yeah, I didn't spend much time there, and when I was there, I didn't leave the drop zone much. Yeah, back in the day, I went to Lodi, California, as well as Lake Elsinore, and yeah, that was I never went back to California after that. We're up. Oh, Adam Hayes, man. Yeah, we're up early. Longtime channel members. Well, we got all the old timers in here. B&A, Adam Hayes. Yeah, man, we've been rocking it out early like this for quite a while, bro. Yeah, I've been starting lives anywhere between like Depends on what time Mrs. B goes to work. Yeah, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, the last 2 days she had off, so I did like lives early, and then when she got up is when I would end the live. So it was a bit of an abrupt ending, but it's like, oh, I could hear her get up, so it's like, oh, she's up, we're gone. But yeah, we've been doing lives like crazy, man. Like at least one or two a day. Um, Brand new American. I never voted for him. Um, yeah, people think New York is bad. Gons have an awesome. Just getting caught up on the comments here, guys. Yeah, you gotta wonder with New York if people are. I mean, not New York. Sorry. Yeah, you gotta wonder how many people are actually voting for these people that are just destroying everything that they're destroying society. Definitely on Newscom is yeah, he's actually he's obliviated California. Like when you thought it couldn't get any worse, he proved you wrong. Um, yeah, it is. Is it already? Yeah, it's already 6 a.m. It's 10 past 6. Yeah, it's what all the cool kids are doing. We're early risers. Yeah, some of these morning lives they'll start at 3:30, 4 o'clock. I usually run them the same. Um, yeah, I'm trying to keep to my word too because coming into 2026, I was like, wow, something's got to give, something's got to change, and I was thinking, well, I was doing like last January, February, and stuff. I was doing like 8 to 10 hour lives, but that was just, it was a bit much. It was just awkward too, like trying to hold conversations for 8 to 10 hours. So I just figured, well, rather than doing a 10 hour live, I'll just do 5 2 hour lives. We'll spread it out. It'll, as the days change, there's topics change, there's more to talk about. So it seemed like the thing to do. But yeah. Good morning, Adam. How's your day going, Adam? What are you carrying today? Favorite folder, fixed blade. Yeah, in fact, Joseph picked. I was like, I don't know. First world problem. I had like four fixed blades to choose from, but I decided. Well, actually, I didn't decide. Joseph decided for us that it would be the tier one mini and PVD today. I did decide on Kydex, so I'm not I didn't feel like throwing the leather on the belt. I like the easy clip, and a lot of times I wear the 511 strike pants. So that front thigh pocket, this goes right there, and then it's easy peasy lemon squeezy to grab, and then this goes in my left front pocket, left standard pocket. Sage 6 is going to work today. Oh, that's day number 2 for carrying the Sage 6, right, Pat? How are you digging that, man? Dude, you're Pat, you're a bad influence, dude. You really are. But I appreciate you, man, and I love all the enablers here. But yeah, I was looking at the spider codes. We talked about it yesterday, and then I ended up looking at the spider codes again. And dude, I started making a list, and I was yeah, I might have been cussing you out a little bit, Pat, but in a loving way, not in an angry, bad, not in that kind of way, but in a dude, really, you got me hooked. So yeah, I've been looking into some more of the spider codes. I'll be trying to carry a Leatherman Super Tool 300 today, but I'm not sure that like that at the museum I'm going to. Yeah, why would they? It's a multi-tool, man. What kind of museum is it? Yeah, that stuff is so weird nowadays. That's the whole thing. They can't overturn your constitutional rights, so instead they get companies to do it. It becomes, the box store policy or the social media terms of service. Like yeah, they couldn't change the First Amendment without people like really tweaking about it. So instead, they've got everybody socializing on social media, and they like they infringe on your First Amendment by you agreeing to their terms of service. Does that make sense? So they've circumvented the Constitution in a way. And yeah, a lot of companies do that. Like, yeah, your right to bear arms and stuff like that. Well, I don't care whether it's a Leatherman, a fixed blade, a folder, your favorite sidearm, whatever caliber, doesn't matter. Like that should just be normal. Like everybody should be carrying something. Yeah, I like the spider coat because you can open and close it with a gloved hand. One of the reasons, yeah, it's a huge perk. That was one of the things I liked about the Spartan Blades Palas folder is a button lock even. But yeah, the button it was convenient, and I never accidentally pressed it. So yeah, great knife all the way around. But yeah, I do enjoy the Spyderco's quite a bit. I'll tell you, when you guys are going to see a table full of folders here, is when Phobos Knife starts producing their folders. I have no clue when that's going to be. I don't know how it's working out, but yeah, when Phobos Knife starts making their folders, yeah, there'll be quite a few. Getting stoned before work. Um, yeah. So that's yeah, not too much going on. I'm still planning on doing the live tonight. That shouldn't change for any reason as of now. Yeah, Fox is in charge of the hen house. Yeah, pretty much B&A. That's how it goes, man. But I do take the time to thank all the enablers here. In fact, if you're having a hard time, if you're on the fence making a decision about should I pick up this new piece of kit, do I really need another knife? Let us know, and we'll fully support you in purchase with your purchase. Um, yeah, actually, to be honest, guys, usually Mrs. Bushcraft buys this stuff. Like I'll be checking stuff out. I'll have some random stuff in the cart, and next thing you know, like I was checking out that Gomboy Neuro, yeah, the Naro, and yeah, next thing you know, it was on the doorstep. I'm like, get out of here, that's awesome. She's wicked cool like that. A lot of lazy stoners my ass. Yeah, I don't know. There's not too many of them. No, there are some, man. I'm not gonna. I told my hockey story earlier, my ice fishing story, man. Yeah, that was when we were teenagers, out on the ice, and instead of running around playing hockey, we were sitting on lawn chairs in front of the fire, and we used to fight to get to the fishing hole, whichever flag packed popped up, it was like we'd race to it, and there was like cross checking and all that stuff. But yeah, once we started smoking, man, it was sitting in lawn chairs. It was like, dude, I got the last one, man. You go get this one. I'm just warming up. Um, Got to make it to the shop soon. They have some strop and lotion I need. Yeah, it totally is. Yeah, this is a Scout LT2. Yeah, sweet slingshot, man. Yeah, this is my concept. Well, it's not my concept, but yeah, carrying around some pocket-sized small game hunting, squirrel, pheasant, quail, rabbit, things like that. Yeah, totally effective for that stuff. Lost and happy channel member. Good morning to the chat. How you doing this morning, brother? We are hey, we're all over the place this morning. We're having some coffee, little social going on. Oh yeah. Rugged Northeast. The other cool part about it too is they've got a pro version out. This is kind of like advanced polymer blingity bling bling plastic. But they've got like a CNC milled aluminum version, which is I've gotten into it enough and gotten into this one enough that at some point I'll make that upgrade. Sounds like Bushcraft said that I should buy a tank enabler. Ground fog, absolutely, man. In fact, you should have two just in case one's in the shop for new tracks or something. You should have two tanks, and you should have a spare engine and all the bells and whistles that go with it. Um, and but since I enabled you, you got to pick me up for some joyriding, dude. They use a lotion type quick. Yeah, keeps the diamond emulsion mixed better. Keeps it all from settling on the bottom. Tobable, what's the two items on the right? Oh, these are Exotac fire sleeves. They are waterproof containers for your Bic lighter. And they've also got a little tab thingy here, so you can pull this up over that. And it'll hold the button down once you light it, so you could, stay a little further from the fire. Probably like really good for gas grills, I think. But I've never like lit a campfire where I was like, well, no, I have actually. Well, it wasn't a campfire; it was a bonfire. It's a different story. Because yeah, some idiot threw like 5 gallons of Jet A on the fire. We've used avgas too, but Ground fog, I've heard they parallel park well. Yeah, yeah, bumping a few fenders, man, is they definitely get out of the way. Show me two matching OD greens from Exotac. Yeah, yeah. I'll do that B&A as soon as you show me a politician that's here to make things better. Like, yeah, they don't yeah, they've I guess OD green is a spectrum now. It's not a fixed color. It's so disappointing, man. I'm literally, in fact, there's some stuff I want to send down to Burkle Cerakote once I get around to it, and I think I'm gonna send the Exotac stuff there with, and I'm gonna tell them specifically like, I don't even leave the Exotac branding. Like you don't have to put it back or anything. Put something cool if you want to, you know. But don't put the Exotac brand like I don't want people to know. I'll just tell everybody it's a knockoff or something. Cause yeah, they it's not just that. It's the customer service sucked so bad. I didn't even know how to deal with it, my man. Like that customer service was on a whole new level of turd. But yeah, and the one next to it is just an all black version. This one was like I back at they were like 14.95 now they're like $20. But if you got the OD limited edition one, it was like $5 more. And this isn't like I like this one so much, and Mrs. Bushcraft knows I like OD, so she got me the limited edition one. She's awesome like that. She really is. She's she's a classic, like the hunter gatherer. Like she thoroughly expects me to be the hunter, and she thoroughly enjoys being the gatherer. She's not a fan of shopping. She goes shopping for other people. She's just cool like that. Oh, I'm glad you still got that Spider Co. Oh, this Spider Co's never leaving, man. Yeah, this is the only way this Spider Co is leaving my possession is if B&A is like, I want it back. Then I'll send it back to him. But other than that, I'm not doing anything with it. Other than yeah, I EDC it and stuff, but it's one of those things I would never give it away or sell it. It was a gift. So yeah, I'll have it. You do any fishing at all or just bushcraft camping? I'm gonna get in. I've done tons of fishing, so much fishing I kind of don't like it sometimes. But yeah, I'm gonna do some like survival fishing type stuff, like testing like all the different hobo reels and hand reels and the like Cuban yo-yo reels and stuff like that is some of the stuff I want to get into. Oh my God, it is too early in the morning to be dealing with these ignorant goofballs who don't know how to drive. Make my agent, make my agent orange up. Nah, that's yours now. No takies, backsies. Yeah, no, yeah, I know B&A. I was just explaining that's yeah, that would be the extenuating circumstances in which it would part my hands. So, but yeah, yeah, it was a gift, so I definitely I wouldn't sell it, I wouldn't gift it. It's yeah, I'm like really sentimental about stuff like that. I don't know why. I think it's because I never bothered to own anything, and I've worked hard all my life. I know how difficult it can be to earn a buck. So when somebody gives you something, it's kind of like conveying their labor. You know what I'm saying, guys. You know what I'm saying. Not but show us the fixed blade. Absolutely and please and thank you. Yeah, the fixed blade is a Phobos Knives Tier One Mini. It's CPM 154 CM. This one's got orange G10 liners with OD Micarta scales, PVD coated. It's got about a 4-inch cutting edge. It's like a 4.5-inch blade overall. It's definitely full tang all the way through. Has the coconut density tester at the back here. If you want a less than lethal option, somebody in the melon. Yeah, that's that. It comes with a leather sheath. This is the leather sheath that it comes with. These are handcrafted for Phobos knives. You can scout carry it. You can belt carry it. There's an easy clip mount. Also, the retention strap and snap on the sheath is removable. So if you wanted to just use it as a slip, and there's one of those fancy earth magnets in there, so which helps with the retention if you decide to use it as a slip. Yeah, FOBOS stands for For Operators by Operators. They are made in the USA out of Tennessee, owned by Eric Hansen. He was a 22-year veteran of the U.S. Army, 18 Delta Special Forces medic. He's got a lifetime of outdoors, and it all goes into his designs and his work. Awesome, awesome company. Yeah, I'm biased. I'm a Phobos fan through and through. He does outstanding work. I know him personally, so I've gotten to know him since like 2019. So yeah, outstanding dude. The sheath is also by Phobos Knives, which is cool. You could buy this separately. I think they're like $40 or something like that. They're pretty reasonable. But it's ambidextrous, but instead of having the clip on either side or the mounting on either side, they've got screws. So you can take the screws out, open it up, and you can reverse it. To switch the easy clip, you can canter it front or back, whichever way you want. And this actually fits like not just this knife, not just the Tier 1 Mini, but it also fits another knife, which is the little brother to the Tier 1 Mini, which is the Tier 1 Mini Mini. It also fits this one. So and there's a trainer for the Tier 1 Mini Mini as well. But this is because a lot of states don't have, like, it's a 3.5-inch law for the knife blade. So he made this one to be more compatible with more states. Very similar design. It's 3.5 inches instead of 4. It's got a thinner scale option, and they're skeletonized. And the cool thing is you can switch out the skeletonized scales to the Tier 1 Mini if you want a lighter, thinner scale option, or vice versa. So the scales are interswappable between the two knives. But yeah, Phobos Knives makes some outstanding, innovative stuff. Yeah, yeah, I pretty much do Phobos fixed blades. I've got a few Spartan blades and stuff. But yeah, my current go-to knife maker is Phobos Knives. In fact, I've got a few other things I want to buy from Phobos Knives before I start doing anything. If I even do, I might just stick with Phobos Knives. Why not, right? It's what the cool kids are doing. That's what I heard, or at least that's what I said. But no, really, outstanding knives, outstanding maker. Yeah, customer service, quality control, attention to detail is really second to none, and the pricing is spot on for all of his knives. You're really you're getting a maximum return on your investment. In fact, it was last February or so, he actually dropped all his prices 20%. Yeah, lost and happy coffee time, man. Yeah, I've been kicking back the coffee since about 4 a.m. So, yeah, and good times are had by all. Yeah, Chris, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Yeah. Yeah, TGIF. Thank God it's Phobos Friday, right? Oh, that's I'm so awesome. I came up with that all on my own, like that. TGIF. Thank God it's Phobos Friday, because good time. Well, normally I wait all week to have a live. For like 13 months or so, it was like lives were on Friday nights and Sunday mornings. So I would get all Jonesy, anxious and stuff, waiting like, oh, lives coming up, and chill out with the guys. And um, yeah, it's 4 a.m. for me now. Yeah, yeah, perfect timing, man. We're just yeah, we just got a little head start. Geography, right? Location is everything. Um, yeah, I've actually been up most of the night. I think I took like a 45-minute power nap, and I was doing a bunch of research, and until I came to the conclusion it was just wasting time. So I went out in the kitchen, made myself a hamburger at like 2 a.m. Yeah, we're same Connecticut Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, here in New Hampshire. Yeah, I got 6:28:37, or 06:28:37 specifically, precisely. Well, not anymore. That was a few seconds ago. So, yeah, location is everything, especially when you have the boo. Precise. Yeah. Yeah. Logistics on that got to be spot on. Yeah. But yeah, Lost and Happy, how are you doing this morning? Still, yeah, it's early for you, so you must be still working on your first cup, huh? That's and good times were had by all. Um, yeah, what could possibly go wrong? Yeah, I think YouTube lags a little bit much. It's weird. Yeah, lovely day here in Connecticut. The wind is whipping off Long Island Sound. um, yeah, I have two brothers who are Marines. One of them hates land navigation. The other one loves it. My brother Aaron was Seer 3 graduates for his MOS. Seer instructor or something. Well, if the drive-in and their skill was any indication of how my day is gonna go, it's gonna be a shit day. It's not even 5:30 for me, and I'm already pissed off. Massachusetts drivers. Yeah, Cannon, you know how those Massachusetts drivers are, man. If anybody knows best, um, yeah, dude, why did they screw up your order, man? You want to talk about it? We're here for you, brother. Did they, you asked for a coffee or something and they gave you a chocolate milk? Or, the coffee wasn't hot enough for you to melt a couple crayons into it? There's no way you're going to survive the day now? Trying to get him to come up from Virginia coastline to teach me a lot of ins and outs. The other one who lives 5 minutes away from me hates land navigation. I enjoy land navigation. I've always had a good time with it, but I started young, so I think it's easier to learn stuff when you're younger. When you're younger, you don't worry about making mistakes. You just kind of like move on from it. But when you get older, you're worried about making mistakes because you don't want to be humiliated. So it hinders your learning abilities. Kane Miranda is in here. My older brother served in the army, and my grandpa was Nam. Right on, yeah, man, dude. That's one thing about Americans. There's tons of veterans. Like most families have veterans. Some more than others, but I think just about every family has a certain amount of veterans in it. Dude, our lives definitely have some veterans in it. Dude, was anybody in here with Texas Rebel? Texas Rebel combat veteran? Oh my God, dude was in here. Like, I don't think I've ever been more jealous of somebody in the live chat than him. The dude, he's an Apache pilot. He's a retired now, but he was an Apache pilot. Like, come on, dude. Apaches have missiles and guns. Does it get any better than that? Yeah, he was a scout sniper, and he wants to come up, and I'm trying to talk him into kind of dumbing down this year class for me. Well, you don't really have to dumb it down. It just doesn't have to be as intense. Yeah, I would say like yeah, maintain the information, but maybe lower the intensity. Um, but yeah, Cannon's one of our representatives of the Jarhead clan. He's yeah, Cannon's our token Jarhead. I'm still a mess up just with money now. All right, yeah, hey Chris, we all learn at different rates, man. It doesn't matter. Don't worry about the money too much. You're not going to take it to the grave with you anyhow, and there's always opportunity to make more as long as you're having fun. Groundfog, did you hear about the wingsuiter that passed away? Apparently his chute didn't open. Man, that's yeah, it's probably a base jump too, proximity jump or something. I try not to keep up with it that much. Like I catch some of it, but yeah, it's been a little while for me, and I don't stay on top of it anymore. Um, but yeah, it happens, man. It doesn't even when wow, how to say this without sounding like a heartless prick. When people bounce, whether they're skydiving or base jumping, wingsuiting, free flying, doing crew, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you jumped out of an airplane and it didn't end well for you, or if you jumped off a cliff and didn't end well for you, well then Yeah, it's just it. That's game over. It's done. Like, yeah, I'm gonna miss you, but play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I don't know what else to say about it. It happens more frequently than what you realize. There's the vast majority of it doesn't even get reported. Um, yeah, it's about everybody in my family, immediate and extended, of veterans. They would not let me join after I got a 97 on my maps. They told me that I was not medically cleared. Yeah, lost and happy. I mean, it happens, man. Like, yeah, my whole family we go back. Everybody's military. Even my grandmother was in the Marine Corps. Like so. In fact, that's how I came to be. Thanks to World War II. My grandfather, well, on my mother's side, my grandfather was in the Air Force and my grandmother was in the Marine Corps. Go figure, right? Kind of like the opposite of how you would think. But yeah, they met at one of those like European R&R dances or whatever. So yeah, they actually met in Europe, and then yeah, hey yeah, then the rest of the family popped out a few years later. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, exactly. Play with fire, you're gonna get burned. That's one of the things I used to tell students when they're there. They're all motivated doing AFF, learning how to skydive. And I would tell them, like when they're starting out, I'd be like, look around, see everybody here. You're going to make friends with them. You're going to become close friends with some of them. And if you stick around long enough, some one of them is going to become a fatality, if not more. And it could quite possibly be you as well. It doesn't matter. I've literally known people that their first tandem jump was their last. And I know a guy that, he had 13,000 jumps and bounced. First malfunction he ever had, he bounced. Yeah, my friend Rick Smith, he had jumped for like 40 years. And yeah, on his 60th birthday, on the last day of the season, on the last load of the season, that was his last jump ever. And that was in 2017. Yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft has been around. She's been around for a couple of fatalities in skydiving as well. It's part of the game. It really is. It's part of the game, and you either learn to live with it or you pack your shit and you go home. I don't know what else to say about it, but Zoe the cat, good morning. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Always a pleasure. Everybody new in the chat. What's your EDC? Yeah. He's an Apache pilot. Like, does it get any better than that? When I was younger, lane navigation was not my strong point. I was lost a lot. That's all right, Cannon. We'll buy that excuse. Um, Cannon off wander around in traffic. It's not my fault. I have poor land nav skills. Um, yeah, it's a sad part of the game to be sure. It is. It's a sad part of the game, but man, after like 27 years, you just kind of you gotta learn to live with it. I mean, after a few years, you gotta learn to live with it, or you're just it does it wrecks your head after a while. And then after when you're all done, like that was one of the shocking things for me in 2020 is when I couldn't jump anymore. I didn't have anything going on. There was no daily adrenaline rushes going on, all that other stuff. It's like, wow, have I become like an insensitive prick, And it kind of caught up like, wow, I've never really mourned any of my friends. It's just like, ring the bell and move on kind of thing. Like it's sad, it's unfortunate, but and then we have the infamous lie, the one everybody says is, well, at least he died doing something he loved. Like, I don't think anybody wanted to die. I know I never did. I wanted to keep doing it, and you think you're going to do it forever, but yeah, when your time is up, your time is up. It's just game over. Um, as an HVAC tech, my favorite movie shooter, Mark Wahlberg, rips a gas line out of the wall. So in movies, when people jump or wingsuit, are you like, yeah, that's not real? Yeah, Lost and Happy. I can't even handle that stuff. Like the Transformers wingsuiting spot video and stuff like that. Absolute bunk. Mission Impossible when oh, what's his name there? Oh, Tom Fancy Pants there. The actor guy, Tom Cruise, Tom Fancy Pants Cruise. Yeah, the Mission Impossible thing where yeah, they had one where they were doing wingsuiting. I think that was it, and the other one where he launches off a jump with a motorcycle, does a base launch. Dude, so many of my friends have been doing that, and they didn't make money for it, really, you know. But when Tom Cruise does it, Mister Fancy Pants Faker, yeah, he's oh, it's so gloriful. He's so wonderful. Um, Adam Hayes, thanks for the bronze medal. We appreciate it, man. Yeah, Tom Cruise, man. Yeah, that's just something special. So when Fancy Pants does it, it's a big to do and televised and all that stuff. He brought some idiot skydiving too. And Tom Cruise went out and lurked a tandem. He sucks as a skydiver. He really does. I bet you the tandem instructor was working harder to keep that dive flow going than Tom Cruise was because he's just special. I've never had a special spot for actors. They basically they fake it for a living and they get paid millions. I mean, if that's the case, if faking it is worth millions, I got a couple ex girlfriends that should be rich. You know what I mean? It's just kind of bunk. But yeah, yeah. Or when people tell me BS stories, like I've been caught up where like one of my friends will mention skydiving or something, and I'm at like a regular everyday kind of party type thing, and they'll try telling me some story about yeah I jumped. My uncle had a plane, and we didn't get licensed or anything. We didn't have to. My uncle told me how to do it, and then but he made sure we got out low, and we did it over water for safety. And I'm like, you moron, that's the two most dangerous things you can do in skydiving. The higher you get out, the better off you are because the more time you have to deal with a malfunction. Like once you initiate your parachute opening, if there's a malfunction, a line over, line twist, end cell closures, whatever, you've got altitude to work with it. The lower you get out of an airplane, so when they say they got out of an airplane at like 800 feet, I know they're BSing because it takes like 1,000 feet for a main parachute to open, about 800 to 1,000 typically. So I know they're BS, and then getting over, landing in the water is extremely dangerous. A lot of people drown. In fact, what was it? One of the Great Lakes, some jumpers years ago, I think it was in the 80s, early 90s or something, like the entire plane got out over the lake, and they misjudged the winds, and they ended up in the lake, and every single one of them drowned. So yeah, you're doing two of the most dangerous things, but you're convincing me it's real. And then they get all upset when I'm like, dude, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to like stop lying. Like it's kind of like it's very it's conduct unbecoming. You should be embarrassed. You calling me a liar? And my buddy stepped in. And he's like, yeah, my buddy here is like a pro skydiver. If he's saying you're lying, I believe him, not you. Kick the dude out of the party. Yeah, infantry mentality, right? So it's happened more than a few times. Mrs. Bushcraft was sitting there one time. Um, and this is yeah, anyhow, it was a neighbor, across the way kind of thing. And he had done the same thing. Like he wanted to macho up and tell his fake skydiving story. And, Mrs. Bushcraft was so proud of me because she knew I was like, it's difficult for me to bite my tongue on stuff like that. But, I excused myself and I said, I'm going to go treat myself to a monster drink for being good. She was like, okay, you do have two, you really should have two. So yeah, Mrs. B, but yeah, I've caught a whole bunch of that, people just throwing BS, fake skydiving stories and, yeah. Same thing, rock climbing too. I've got a pretty extensive background in rock climbing. So I can usually figure out if people are BSing a rock climbing story as well. Um, yeah, just getting caught up, making sure I'm on top of the comments. So, yeah, anybody got anything exciting going on today, or any Cannon? How are you doing? Did you get your food order figured out? Were they able to fix everything? Yeah, a friend of mine missed the zone and landed in a water treatment pool. Blah. Oh, that's nasty. Um, yeah, hey man, but in Vegas, it's actually Boulder City, Nevada. The last jump of the day, I used to land off. There's a golf course right next to the airport, And so if I they have the little golf cart, and the Budweiser girls go around selling beers and stuff, I would aim for the beer cart at the golf course, laying next to them and have a beer. So sometimes landing off can be fun. It can be a good time. Um, yeah, I had a friend landed in somebody's backyard. They were having a barbecue, so they offered him a plate. Getting ready to take the blades off of a massive shear. Gotta change out the upper and lower all day job. Oh, it's a job security at least, Cannon. Right? Is that's the positive outlook. And even better, Cannon. Look on the bright side. When you get home, Mojo will be there to comfort you. That's a plus. That'll help you make it through the day. Like if your day gets rough, you just got to be like, I'm gonna make it because at the end of the day, it's me and Mojo. Um, that's right. Mojo better be at the live tonight, Cannon, or I'll be disappointed. Um, yeah, yeah. So where are we at? Oh, we're doing all right. So yeah, yeah. Anybody new? What's everybody carrying for their EDC? I'm rocking the Phobos Tier One Mini, the Spider Co. I got this out, I think, just to annoy people. I'm not throwing this in my pocket today. Actually, I should, man. It's actually kind of. It might be warm enough out. I can go do a little plinking. Nick was here. He might still be here. I don't know. I didn't think he didn't say he was leaving. He was here a little while ago. Yeah, he was here not too long ago. He might be working though. It's getting to be I think that's why I like starting the lives a little bit earlier, like 4 o'clock is usually better. Cause yeah, everybody heads out to work, so yeah, he most likely will be right on my lap. Yeah. That's priceless. And Mrs. B gets a kick out of it. I showed her the pictures and stuff. Oh, it's so cute. And I'm like, it's a dog. It's supposed to be a dog. The dogs, I don't know, but I guess it's cute. It's Mrs. Bushcraft approves of it though. I told her don't get any funny ideas. Um, we're getting a German Shepherd, and in fact, I'm gonna start looking for little black cat stuffed animals so I can train my German Shepherd. Um, that's horrible. It's really for some reason she likes black cats. I'm like, you know who else likes black cats? Like witches. Like those ugly women that ride around on brooms. They like black cats as well. Aren't black cats supposed to be bad luck as well? I could be wrong, but I think I'm pretty accurate on that one. Yeah, but in general, I don't know. That cat's just annoying. Like, yeah, yesterday was Mrs. Bushcraft's day off. So she went out to lunch with one of her friends that she works with. Uh, yeah, her friend Stacy. She's nice and everything. So they like to grab lunch every once in a while. And like the cat didn't notice that she left, and so the cat was like freaking out. What the hell is it too early? Oh, Burkles, man, you're late, dude. We're up. We're early risers, man. We're up at the ass crack of dawn, like man, 0330, 0400. We're ready to take on the day. Oh, speaking of, hey, Burkles, man, I've been talking about you a lot lately. All good stuff though. Um, Dude, in fact, oh yeah, guys, hey, anybody looking for a silky Nada 240 millimeter, the Japanese hatchet? Those are still on sale on Scamazon for like 60 bucks and change. So they're normally like $100. They're like $60. Which is why I've been talking about you, Burkles, because that's going in the box of stuff to send to Burkles. Let's see if I can get it out here without destroying the place. Um, So yeah, brand did he new the Silky Nada 240 millimeter. Um, what he did, yeah. So Burkles, you want to give me a quick quote? I still got the plastic wrap on here. We're keeping it protected. But yeah, this is going down for the Cerakote as well. But get this, right? So these are like $60, right? They're normally $100 brand new. But you can get one of these for $60. And the Outback version is 132. So I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can get this. And the Outback version, the only difference is it has a black oxide finish, like you would get on a Leatherman. Um, but I'm like, geez, for like instead of $132, you get one for 60. That leaves $72 to get it Cerakoted. This box keeps getting bigger. Yeah, Burkles, I'm telling you, eventually the box is going to become just a U-Haul truck. We're just gonna, back up the truck and you can just spray the whole thing down. Scott the Rock, welcome to the chat. How you doing? Oh yeah, I have a German Rottweiler and an American Bulldog. Both are over on. Yeah, that's priceless, man. Yeah, when the little puppy, and it's usually the missus that does that kind of damage. Yeah, it was such a cute little puppy, and they turned it into a lap dog. But then it turns out to be like 100-pound Roddy or something, and it still wants to be a lap dog. Um, well, unfortunately, I must work. Lots left. See you soon, Bush. All right, yeah, Burkles, you got anything coming up on the YouTube or anything? We can give you a shout out while you're here. I haven't gotten any notifications. I've seen a couple of shorts and stuff, but not too much. Yeah, but Burkles is making he's making folders and stuff now too. He's got some really sweet folders he's been coming out with. Yeah, so he's doing Cerakote, making knives as well. He's got a bunch of fixed blades and folders and stuff for anybody that wants to go check that out. Um, wow, yeah, this thing's lagging pretty hardcore. It's like 2 or 3 minutes behind it, almost like 2 minute lag or something. Oh yeah, YouTube's been wonky lately. It's getting difficult to deal with. But yeah, what is it like every minute there's like 500 hours worth of video uploaded to YouTube. So yeah, that might explain a little bit of the reason why it gets crazy. But yeah, Burkles is out of here. Catch you later, man. Have a great day working. That's awesome. At least you're working for yourself. That's always a plus. The more effort you put in, the better, the more you win. What else have we got going on? Well, that's about it. All right, guys. Yeah, we're just about at that 2 hour mark, so I think we're gonna wrap this one up. It's kind of slow. I think everybody's heading off to work, getting stuff done. But we're gonna be live again tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our yeah, we're like 61st or 62nd Phobos Friday evening. Um, so yeah, we'll be live again tonight, 8 p.m. If anybody wants to come back, we'll definitely be here. Might run that one a little longer. We'll see how the Friday night thing goes. But yeah, thanks to all the moderators for keeping the trash out of the live, and yeah, they moderate me somewhat as well. But yeah, Cannon, Groundfog, everybody out there, Burkle, Cerakote, Adam Hayes, Marky Maynard, I'll jump on. Oh yeah, yeah. We're ending this live. We'll be live again tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, we're tonight. We'll get into the Phobos knives a lot more. Um, so yeah, so everybody, thanks for hanging out. We definitely appreciate you here. All of our channel members, all of the subscribers, and everybody passing through. We appreciate each and every one of you. Um, Yeah, I have the day off. You should go live just for shits and giggles around noonish. Yeah, lost and happy. Maybe I will, man. I might just do that. Yeah, maybe I'll do like a quick 1 hour live to see how it goes or something. I've been doing a lot of experimenting with different times and stuff like that lately. So yeah, maybe I will, man. Yeah, that might be. Yeah, maybe I will. I'll have to. I don't see why not. I don't see it as a problem. Yeah, maybe I'll give it a go. Yeah, good thinking, man. I've been thinking about doing that. Just do like a quick 1 hour lunch live, or have like standard military dining hours from like 11:30 to 1300 hours, a little lunchtime social. Yeah, maybe I'll give that a go. Thanks for mentioning that. Definitely appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this one up. Thanks everybody again for hanging out. Be careful out there. You know, stay alert, stay alive, keep your head on a swivel, stay frosty, and we will see you guys on the next one. Have an awesome day, and maybe we'll probably see you at lunchtime. Later, all.